Hello students, in Mathematics Part 1, let us continue with Chapter 6, Financial Planning and solve Problem Set 6. Question 1. Write the correct alternative answer for each of the following questions. Subdivision 1. For different types of investments, what is the maximum permissible amount under Section 80C of income tax? The correct answer is option A, rupees 1,50,000. Subdivision 2. A person has earned his income during the financial year 2017 and 18. Then his assessment year is. Answer: the following year will be the assessment year. The correct option is B, 2018 to 2019. Question 2. Mr. Shekhar spends 60% of his income. From the balance he donates rupees 300 to an orphanage. He is then left with rupees 3,200. What is his income? Solution: let the income of Shekhar be rupees X. Shekhar spends 60% of his income. Therefore, Shekhar's expenditure is equal to 60% of X. Therefore, the amount remaining with Shekhar is equal to 100 minus 60% of X, and that is equal to 40% of X. That is equal to 40 upon 100 into X, and that is equal to 0.4 into X. He donates rupees 300 from the remaining balance to an orphanage. Therefore, amount left with Shekhar is equal to 0.4x minus 300, but the amount remaining with him is rupees 3,200. Therefore, 3,200 is equal to 0.4x minus 300. Therefore, 0.4x is equal to 3,200 plus 300, and that is equal to 3,500. Therefore, 0.4x is equal to 3,500. Therefore, x is equal to 3,500 upon 0.4, and that is equal to 3,500 into 10 upon 4. Therefore, x is equal to 8750. Therefore, the income of Mr. Shekhar is rupees 8,750. Question 3. Mr. Hiralal invested rupees 2,15,000 in a mutual fund. He got rupees 3,05,000 after 2 years. Mr. Ramniklal invested rupees 1,40,000 at 8% compound interest for 2 years in a bank. Find out the percent gain of each of them. Whose investment was more profitable? Solution: let us find the profit of Mr. Hiralal. Amount invested by Mr. Hiralal in mutual fund is equal to rupees 2,15,000. Amount received by Mr. Hiralal is equal to rupees 3,05,000. Therefore, his profit is equal to amount received minus amount invested, and that is equal to 3,05,000 minus 2,15,000, and that is equal to rupees 90,000. Therefore, Mr. Hiralal's percentage of profit is equal to profit upon investment into 100, and that is equal to 90,000 upon 2,15,000 into 100, and that is equal to 41.86%. Therefore, Mr. Hiralal's percentage gain is 41.86%. Now let us find the profit of Mr. Ramniklal. Principal is equal to rupees 1,40,000. Rate of interest is equal to 8%, and number of years is equal to 2 years. Therefore, compound interest capital I is equal to amount minus principal, that is equal to A minus P. This is equal to P, that is a principal, into 1 plus R upon 100 whole raised to N minus P, which is equal to P into bracket 1 plus R upon 100 whole raised to N minus 1, taking P common. This is equal to 1,40,000 into bracket 1 plus 8 upon 100 the whole square minus 1. This is equal to 1,40,000 into bracket 1 plus 0.08 the whole square minus 1. This is equal to 1,40,000 into bracket 1 plus 0.08 the whole square minus 1, which is equal to 1,40,000 into bracket 1.08 the whole square minus 1. This is equal to 1,40,000 into bracket 1.1664 minus 1, which is equal to 1,40,000 into 0.1664, which is equal to rupees 23,296. Therefore, Mr. Ramniklal's percentage of profit is equal to 23,296 upon 1,40,000 into 100, which is equal to 16.64%. Therefore, the percentage gain of Mr. Ramniklal is 16.64%. On comparing the percentage gain of Mr. Hiralal and Mr. Ramniklal, we conclude that Mr. Hiralal's investment was more profitable. Question 4. At the start of a year, there were rupees 24,000 in a savings account. After adding rupees 56,000 to this, the entire amount was invested in the bank at 7.5% compound interest. What will be the total amount after 3 years? Solution: principal is equal to 24,000 plus 56,000, and that is equal to rupees 80,000. Rate of interest capital R is equal to 7.5%, and the number of years n is equal to 3 years. Total amount after 3 years is equal to capital P into 1 plus R upon 100 whole raised to n, and that is equal to 80,000 into 1 plus 7.5 upon 100 the whole cube. This is equal to 80,000 into 1 plus 0.075 the whole cube, which is equal to 80,000 into 1.075 the whole cube. This is equal to 80,000 into 1.242297, which is equal to 99,383.76. Therefore, the total amount after 3 years is rupees 99,383.76. Question 5. Mr. Manohar gave 20% of his income to his elder son and 30% to his younger son. He gave 10% of the balance income as donation to a school. He still had rupees 1,80,000 for himself. What was Mr. Manohar's income? Solution: let the income of Mr. Manohar be rupees X. The amount given to the elder son is equal to 20% of X. Amount given to the younger son is equal to 30% of X. Therefore, the total amount given to both sons is equal to 20 plus 30% of X, and that is equal to 50% of X. Therefore, the amount remaining with Mr. Manohar is equal to 100 minus 50% of X, and that is equal to 50% of X. That is equal to 50 upon 100 into X, which is equal to 0.5X. He gave 10% of the balance income as donation to a school. Therefore, the amount donated to the school is equal to 10% of 0.5X. That is equal to 10 upon 100 into 0.5X, and that is equal to 0.05X. Therefore, the amount remaining with Mr. Manohar after donating to the school is equal to 0.5X minus 0.05X, which is equal to 0.45X. Mr. Manohar still had rupees 1,80,000 for himself after donating to the school. Therefore, 1,80,000 is equal to 0.45X. Therefore, X is equal to 1,80,000 divided by 0.45, which is equal to 1,80,000 into 100 upon 45. Therefore, X is equal to rupees 4 lakh. Therefore, the income of Mr. Manohar is rupees 4 lakh. Question 6. Kailash used to spend 85% of his income. When his income increased by 36%, his expenses also increased by 40% of his earlier expenses. How much percentage of his earning he saves now? Solution: let the income of Kailash be rupees X. Kailash spends 85% of his income. Therefore, Kailash's expenditure is equal to 85% of X, which is equal to 85 upon 100 into X, that is equal to 0.85X. Kailash's income increased by 36% as given. Therefore, Kailash's new income is equal to X plus 36% of X, which is equal to x plus 36 upon 100 into x. This is equal to x plus 0.36x, which is equal to 1.36x. Kailash's expenses increased by 40%. Therefore, Kailash's new expenditure is equal to 0.85x plus 40% of 0.85x. This is equal to 0.85 into x plus 40 upon 100 into 0.85 into x, which is equal to 0.85x into brackets 1 plus 0.4, taking 0.85x common. This is equal to 0.85x into 1.4, which is equal to 1.19 into x. Therefore, Kailash's new savings is equal to Kailash's new income minus Kailash's new expenditure, which is equal to 1.36x minus 1.19x, which is equal to 0.17x. The percentage of Kailash's new savings is equal to new savings upon new income into 100. This is equal to 0.17 into x upon 1.36 into x into 100, which is equal to 12.5%. Therefore, Kailash now saves 12.5% of his earnings, which is his income. Question 7. Total income of Ramesh, Suresh and Preeti is rupees 8,07,000. The percentages of their expenses are 75%, 80% and 90% respectively. If the ratio of their savings is 16:17:12, then find the annual savings of each of them. Solution: let the annual income of Ramesh, Suresh and Preeti be rupees P, rupees Q and rupees R respectively. Total income of Ramesh, Suresh and Preeti is equal to rupees 8,07,000, which is given. Therefore, P plus Q plus R is equal to 8,07,000. Let this be 1. Ramesh's percentage of expense is equal to 75%. Therefore, Ramesh's percentage of savings is equal to 25%. Suresh's percentage of expense is equal to 80%. Therefore, Suresh's percentage of savings is equal to 20%. Preeti's percentage of expense is equal to 90%. Therefore, Preeti's percentage of savings is equal to 10%. Therefore, savings of Ramesh is equal to 25% of P, and that is equal to rupees 25p upon 100. Let this be 2. Therefore, the savings of Suresh is equal to 20% of Q, which is equal to rupees 20q upon 100. Let this be 3. Therefore, the savings of Preeti is equal to 10% of R. This is equal to rupees 10R upon 100. Let this be 4. Therefore, the ratio of their savings is equal to 16:17:12. Let the common multiple be x. Therefore, savings of Ramesh is equal to rupees 16x. Let this be 5. Savings of Suresh is equal to rupees 17x. Let this be 6. And savings of Preeti is equal to rupees 12x. Let this be 7. Therefore, from 2 and 5, 16x is equal to 25p upon 100. Therefore, p is equal to 16x into 100 upon 25, which is equal to 64x. Therefore, from 3 and 6, 17x is equal to 20q upon 100. Therefore, q is equal to 17x into 100 upon 20, which is equal to 85x. And from 4 and 7, 12x is equal to 10x upon 100. Therefore, r is equal to 12x into 100 upon 10, which is equal to 120x. Substituting the values of p, q and r in equation 1, 64x plus 85x plus 120x is equal to 8,07,000. Therefore, 269x is equal to 8,07,000. Therefore, x is equal to 8,07,000 upon 269. Therefore, x is equal to 3,000. Therefore, the annual savings of Ramesh is equal to 16x, which is equal to 16 into 3,000, and that is equal to rupees 48,000. Therefore, annual savings of Ramesh is equal to rupees 48,000. Annual savings of Suresh is equal to 17x, This is equal to 17 into 3000, which is equal to rupees 51,000. Therefore, the annual savings of Suresh is rupees 51,000. Annual savings of Preeti is equal to 12x, that is equal to 12 into 3000, which is equal to rupees 36,000. Therefore, the annual savings of Preeti is equal to rupees 36,000. Therefore, the annual savings of Ramesh, Suresh and Preeti are rupees 48,000, rupees 51,000 and rupees 36,000 respectively. Let us solve question 8. Compute the income tax payable by following individuals. Subdivision 1. Mr. Kadam, who is 35 years old and has a taxable income of rupees 13,35,000. Solution. Mr. Kadam is 35 years old and his taxable income is rupees 13,35,000. Mr. Kadam's income is more than rupees 10 lakhs. Therefore, income tax is equal to rupees 1,12,500 plus 30% of the taxable income minus 10 lakhs. This is equal to rupees 1,12,500 plus 30% of 13,35,000 minus 10 lakhs. This is equal to 1,12,500 plus 30 upon 100 into 3,35,000, which is equal to 1,12,500 plus 1,05,500. This is equal to rupees 2,13,000. Education cess is equal to 2% of income tax. This is equal to 2 upon 100 into 2,13,000, which is equal to rupees 4,260. Secondary and higher education cess is equal to 1% of income tax. This is equal to 1 upon 100 into 2,13,000, which is equal to rupees 2,130. Total income tax is equal to income tax plus education cess plus secondary and higher education cess. This is equal to 2,13,000 plus 4,260 plus 2,130. This is equal to rupees 2,19,390. Therefore, Mr. Kadam will have to pay income tax of rupees 2,19,390. Let us solve question 8, subdivision 3. Miss Varsha, age 26 years, has a taxable income of rupees 2,30,000. Solution. Let us find whether Miss Varsha has to pay income tax. Taxable income is equal to rupees 2,30,000. Her age is 26 years. Therefore, the yearly income of Miss Varsha is less than rupees 2,50,000. Hence, Miss Varsha will not have to pay income tax.